back in the day, champions would be guys like Harley Race and Bob Backlund, guys that couldn't lose on a fluke. We're a long way away from that, but Austin Theory and JT Dunn.
Listen to this, Marina.
Are two of the most polarizing figures in our sport. Anything can happen.
It is a house divided between these two. Truly a big fight feel, if I may borrow one from the big leagues. But man, oh man, is this gonna be a big league matchup.
Curious to see how this match starts out. Is it a continuation of their first match, or will it start out methodical with these two now having a newfound respect for one another and understanding that they need to approach this with caution? JT Dunn may not get another shot here. After this match, if Austin wins, he can go anywhere in the world and defend the title. What if he goes over to England and loses it? JT's going to go all the way over to England and get it back?
I wouldn't be surprised.
If Richard Parliament is listening, he's an old British wrestler, he should book the match. I doubt he's listening. I don't think he has the network.
Over 1,000 people in attendance, each of which cheering for their preferred championship contender.
Think of everything the crowd has seen thus far tonight, and yet they're still alive for the main event. It says a lot about the entire company. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's understandable. I mean,
I've been doing it all night. Why should I stop now? Oh, jeez.
Dunn already with the kendo stick.
Is this a no disqualification match?
This is the last man standing match, guys.
So therefore, no disqualifications.
So once your opponent is down for 10 seconds, that's got the final bell.
And Rich, you got to think, what do you need to do to another grown man to keep him down for 10 seconds? You got to really beat his ass.
And you hit him with a, oh, jeez, connected with a death by elbow right at the get-go. There he's, jeez, right in front of us. You can hear these shots.
We posited the question, how's this match going to start? We have our answer.
Last man standing, that's what the fans voted for.
Early death by elbow, countered by Austin Theory.
Look at JT's eyes. Look at him.
You want to talk about stunned.
And it's early in the match, guys. I've been a boxing fan all my life, and sometimes a shot in the first round, it kind of repeats itself in the 12th round. Why are you looking at this table?
Why did he pick him up?
Because he had...
Oh, man.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Yes, do whatever you want to.
You got to stand up. No, don't do this.
Going for the power bomb.
Fighting back.
Oh, big pump kick to the face of the current champion.
JT had no choice.
JT Dunn's got an idea in mind, though. He just put two and two together. He knew what kind of peril he was just in. Back to that kendo stick. Boy, there is no love lost between these two.
None whatsoever. Theory was thinking about power bombing.
Just like JT said, thinking about flipping for the table, Austin.
Oh, yeah.
I like where JT knows he has to go. I dig that about this guy.
Well, each guy is going to have to up the ante at this point. Like you said before, how do you knock someone out for 10 seconds?
You hit him real damn hard a lot. Or one elbow could do the trick if you're JT Dunn.
He went for it early on within the opening minute of this contest, and now he's taken to underneath the ring.
Yay!
We are less than 3 minutes since the opening bell. We've already seen a kendo stick. Now we have a table in place.
Are you having fun yet, buddy?
We almost had to disperse from our broadcast position.
I've been trying to get Bobby to do that all night.
Head first into the steel steps.
Get over there, referee. It's a last man standing match. You got to start your count. Referee was all the way over there, and Tony P went all the way around the ring. He wasted at least 5 seconds there.
Oh, we wasted 2.5 minutes with a Buff Dad Hulk Hogan impersonation.
City listed thing there.
If I may make credit to Tony P's hesitation there, I mean,
How can you credit him?
because as a commentator, as someone who sees this week in and week out, there have been countless moments to where I have been stunned. I've been sent speechless. It overtakes you, man.
Interesting. So the human element in the official may have been the difference. Okay, I get it, man. We're all human. I mean, I'm not. The rest of us. concussion, or it's hard to get up to your feet. You reach for the ropes, your equilibrium's all messed up. JT's smart, guys. I don't know how bright Austin is. You know what I mean?
He was in the wrong building.
So, okay, then there you go. You question it. JT Dunn is a bright guy. He's a thinking man's wrestler. That could be the difference. Imagine the brain is what causes the difference. Absolutely. Who would have thunk it?
People pride Austin Theory on his athletic prowess. The fact he's 20 years old and he's a sponsored bodybuilder.
If he's dumb as a rock, it doesn't matter.
And JT Dunn has been at this a little bit longer.
Ooh, wow. Well, I guess if you can do things like that, you don't need to know Pythagorean's theorem. A squared, B squared, C. Just saying.
And as referenced in our last bout, Austin Theory, a prize pupil of A.R. Fox's WWA4 Wrestling Academy in Atlanta, Georgia.
Last man standing, referee up to 4. JT is up. And because Theory is up on one knee, the referee stops his count as well.
Theory with a leaping clothesline. Gets himself to the apron. Stomp right to the sternum of JT Dunn.
Look at how quick, like combination wrestling, stringing moves together. Smart by the champion.
So fluid with that entire exchange right there from Austin Theory, the XWA heavyweight champion.
I'm surprised he hasn't gone after JT's arm. Take the elbow out of the equation. I mean, here we are, we're trying to knock one another out for 10 seconds at a time. If you take away JT Dunn's most valuable weapon, his most lethal weapon, that buys you some insurance.
You make an amazing point, and it lends itself to the inkling that we had earlier that, and I don't want to be disrespectful, I like Austin Theory, but maybe it's not as bright. Because if you, no offense, can figure out, hey man, take away the guy's biggest weapon and you stand a better chance, shouldn't Austin have thought of that? Maybe it's a plan.
Well, it seems as if his strategy is to go shot for shot, toe to toe with JT Dunn.
Because I'm sure Austin's used to having success that way, but he's not used to having anything like JT Dunn in the ring.
Big swing and a miss by the former champion. Where of his surroundings, but he gets speared.
And to your point, JT's elbow slammed against the table. So to your point, we have to watch that. If JT gets to his feet, if Austin gets to his feet, everyone here is on their feet.
You take away that death by elbow, that's the death knell. That's how JT wins 95% of his matches are with that lethal elbow strike. And if that just went through the table,
JT, look at him pulling himself up.
Even with those arms, one of which was just damaged.
How else are you going to pull yourself up without your arms?
I'm just saying, if he's lost some of the feeling in that arm, I mean,
hey guys, I know it's the main event, and we got a long way to go before we're done. But I got to tell you, from last year to this year, and every time, I really appreciate you guys. I know the fans of the XWA do as well. You guys bust your butt, man, night in and night out. You're a credit to the business, and I appreciate you both.
Thank you very much, Matt.
Yeah, shut up. Don't tell anyone I'm a nice guy.
Mum's the word.
Me mum. Austin Theory now with a chair. Of course, it's all legal here. Last fighter standing for the XWA Heavyweight Championship. A prestigious title. Think of all the great names that have held the championship.
We're going to honor one of them next with Vader. The Vader Memorial Battle Royal is coming up next. He's held this championship. Yep. The Miracle Mike Bennett, a.k.a. Mike Kanellis, if you will. TK O'Ryan, Rhino, yeah. Bobby, you know all the names on the wall at the XWA Wrestling Academy.
Pops up, throws the El Dirte, hits its mark, but both men are down.
Both guys down. And I've just been handed a note here that if this match goes long and there is no time, that the Vader Memorial Battle Royal will be rescheduled to give it its proper place. So it's very interesting to note that there's still a heart in the XWA Board of Directors, that they want to give that its proper opportunity, but they understand that the magnitude of the title match is really a big deal.
Absolutely.
Now I'm going to crumple up this note and throw it. Wow, JT shreds the stick.
Austin Theory crumbles under his own weight.
Look at Austin.
Visceral.
Now, Mitch Moreland
misses.
As he usually does. This This is smart. Last man standing. Can't stand without your legs.
Can't stand you. Like a stanza.
Nice reversal. Oh, sit-out stunner. Wow. Woo.
Dunn turned inside out with a hellacious lariat. A desperation move, in my opinion, as Austin Theory's yet to get up off the mat.
Yes, but I noticed that Austin Theory is face down and JT is on his side. And it might seem trivial, but there's less oxygen when you're face down. Face down in the mat, it's very hard to breathe. JT is up and getting oxygen, and now look at what Austin has to do. He has to push himself off the mat. It takes a lot out of you.
That count is up to 8.
Good point. Both guys are up. Both guys lock eyes. They understand what's at stake here. Both clutching at their hamstrings.
Now both men from a kneeling position.
And this whole match may take place. The only way that they're going to win is that they're going to break each other down till the one guy is at the lowest point and can't get up. Oh, God.
You can hear that thud as these two are laying it in.
Well, you saw JT was setting up for the elbow. Guys, is it safe to say that Theory is stronger?
I completely concur with you on that.
But who hits harder? You know, the two things don't always go hand in hand.
JT Dunn is a lethal striker.
Precision-based.
Oh!
Dead by elbow hits its mark!
And that might have been all JT had in the tank because he hasn't moved since he hit it. And all JT needs to do is roll over and roll his opponent over. But it's not a pinfall match. It's the referee counting both men here.
JT is looking to grab towards one of the ropes, it looks like. Theory's yet to get anywhere near up off the mat. He's now showing some signs of life. Referees count up to 7.
Theory's
now the
still
count
down.
is strictly for Theory, though, no longer
Yes.
for JT.
JT kind of, he got a look, oh, went for it again.
Oh!
I was gonna say, when Theory was down, JT kind of went towards him. Which
Instinct.
I kind of question it though, because that made Theory react.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Had
Great
JT kind of taken a corner.
Great point.
Yeah. I mean, you referenced Nick Bockwinkel. He used to say, because when your shoulders are on the mat, 1, 2, 3, you always have that instinct to lift your shoulder. If you hear that in your dream, he would say
That's
he
right.
popped out of bed, you know?
Wonder where you heard that story from. Now let me ask you this, they're both on the ring apron. If they're both down on the floor, the referee still does the count, right? Last man standing, independent of where it is.
Absolutely.
Could you imagine? It tells you so much that if this match were to end that way, the ring couldn't even contain it. Like that. Look at what this is right here.
Oh my God, a fisherman's buster right to the apron.
Look at the referee starting his count out there.
I don't like the way JT crumbled onto the floor.
I don't think JT's neck liked it either.
Austin Theory right in front of our commentary table. He's made it to 1, and
He's up to 6.
both
This count
feet.
is strictly for JT Dunn now. Referee just glanced over at Austin Theory, saw that he was up. Referee's at 9. Is this it? No. The referee noticed and points that JT Dunn's knee and foot were up, and therefore this match continues, and Austin Theory is pissed off.
Well, JT Dunn just let him know that he's #1 in his heart. And is that another attempt to goad the young man into making a foolish decision? It's what it looks like. I mean,
You guys, we talk about the athleticism, but few people talk about the psychology and the mentality. The three of us have been exploring that here. This can be a cerebral game, so you make an excellent point there.
big shot to the midsection by the former champion.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, he's holding on to the truss for support at this moment.
Aren't we all? The show opened with a great XWA moment with Ace Austin off the truss. We then saw Joey Bones use the truss. How fitting now that JT Dunn and his championship aspirations hang from the truss.
JT on the out. Oh, never mind. Back
Theory
in.
re-strategizes. He's got it done over on his shoulders. How is Dunn gonna respond before the count of 10 now?
He might not. 2.
His cranium was cradled within that cravat and just driven square to the mat. Hell, Austin Theory isn't so quick to get up from that himself.
This counts for both fighters. Title on the line. 8.
Count applied.
Austin's up, and look at JT Dunn. Look at the heart of the challenger, pulling himself up as he slumps back down. He lives to fight another day, and that day is right now, today, for the XWA Championship. That's dangerous.
Ooh.
Theory throwing insult to injury there.
Would you guys agree that the stick is far more dangerous when it's frayed than when it's together?
Ooh, yes. Yes. And the other thing, Theory, he's been following everything that's been going on with JT, and we're less than a year away. Maybe it was about 8 months ago. JT was out of action with a torn hamstring, so we've seen him go to the legs. Now he's going to the back. If he's not going to be able to stand up just from the torn hamstring he had last year, now you take away the back, forget it. No way JT's getting up. There he walks out of here, still XWA heavyweight champion.
And that's a callback to what Bobby was saying about it. If Austin Theory had the wherewithal to try to attack the elbow, perhaps Theory realized that JT would be expecting that, and Theory's a lot smarter than any of us ever thought.
And more vicious as he lays the kendo stick over the head of JT Dunn.
And is now going under the ring. There are another table.
A myriad of things under a wrestling ring. Sometimes a human being.
Oh boy.
Referee is still counting on JT Dunn. Let's not lose sight of that. Oh.
And Theory interrupts the count.
Big mistake.
You know, I guess Theory.
Pride cometh before the fall, they say.
Yes, sir, they do.
And now here is Dunn seated.
Perhaps Theory realized that he needs to send a message to the entire wrestling world that his title victory over JT wasn't a fluke, and his match here isn't a fluke. So he's kind of caught in a rock and a hard place as Austin Theory, wanting to prove himself, yet still wanting to retain the title. This could backfire.
He is going to regret that. I mean,
we don't know yet.
Oh.
JT may regret taking this match.
Look how fast his legs turn to jelly, guys.
Oh, listen, guys, you get hit there in the neck, it's in the jugular. If you compromise the flow of blood to the jugular, I mean, that's technically what a chokeout is, right? Cutting off the flow of blood to the brain, or an air choke and a blood choke. It's a dangerous spot to get hit.
Theory's got the table set up. Height and weight advantage that Theory has, 35-pound weight advantage over JT Dunn.
That's a great stat.
Puts it right.
Sheer muscle, 35 pounds.
Wait a minute, though. Is he going to try to fall backwards onto the table? Oh, shoot. Oh!
Ties him up. Throws that crescent kick.
Here we go.
Retribution as he power bombs him through the table. Keeping in mind what Theory had in store for him early on in this matchup. Boy, has it become full circle. JT, knowing that the championship is on the line, knowing that Austin Theory is looking to send messages throughout the roster, has to come to senses. He has to keep focused. Never mind all the personal gripe. Referee's count is now up to 8.
Jeez. How is this man standing? Honestly, think about it. Think about all the sports we watch. Football, hockey, rugby, soccer. Where do you see this?
You don't.
Thank you.
Tombstone power driver through an open chair.
The chair.
That's gotta be it.
Completely imploded upon impact.
The referee's count officially up to 4. Both men are down. JT Dunn is writhing in pain. Theory completely unresponsive. Could he potentially be the first ever two-time XWA champ? And Dunn did it! When you are completely obsessed by something and it consumes your very soul, you can't see anything else. You can't feel anything else. JT Dunn knew that he was going to be our first ever two-time champion. He had to prove it to himself, everyone here in attendance, and especially to his adversary, Austin Theory. Talk about going to war. And that sells what we just witnessed short. Gentlemen, this was an absolute melee. It's more than just steel and leather. It's more than just a belt. It's everything we fight for.
Your passion has given me goosebumps. It's why I got into this game almost 20 years ago. Thank you for that. Thank you, JT Dunn. Thank you, Austin Theory. And thank you, XWA, for giving us this moment that we may remember for the rest of our days.
Proving the doubters wrong, proving the experts to be underinformed. JT Dunn does the unthinkable. They've left it all on the canvas. They've left it all in this arena. The cheap shots had been taken amongst one another, between one another, leading up to this match.
Theory has grabbed the XWA title. The match is over. I'm hoping he's not going to try and strike JT with it. Both men are very weakened.
JT has his hand cocked. He's not stupid.
And look at him holding the left. That's the hamstring that he tore.
Everybody here is on their feet, biting their tongue, standing in anticipation.
JT saying, you wanted to put me through that table. You ended up putting me through the other table. Wow.
In Theory respectfully hands off the title and offers a, what a showing. What a showing. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you.
Two greats right there. That's a great show of respect. Very classy from former champion Austin Theory. What a match, what a battle, what a war. JT Dunn, two-time XWA heavyweight champion.
Take it in, JT. You earned every bit of this, my friend. Having bested John Morrison last year at Wrestlution 17, having held the Tag Team Championship with Ace Romero for the latter half of 2017, putting this promotion on his shoulders and carrying the torch, this man earned every bit of this second title victory.